morning. How is everyone? So, in modern society, art is often associated with luxury, talent, entertainment. But what if I told you art could heal you? By the show of hands, how many have carried emotional pain, burnout, loss, heartbreak, and yet still kept smiling and showing up like everything was okay? Ever felt so disconnected from who you really are? Felt the pressure to meet society's expectations of a successful life? Sounds familiar? I've been there. 2017 was an eventful year for me. On the outside, everything looked perfect. I had a corporate job, I got married, I had a nice family home, not without its challenges, of course. But on the inside, turmoil was raging. I was hollow inside, constantly on the verge of tears. My soul was hungry for peace until it lost the will to try. No one understood what was wrong with me, not even me. Misaligned, totally disconnected from myself. I carried bitterness, regret, self-blame, and things that I could not even explain. Then one day, as I was going through my old items, I found a tiny yellow certificate. That certificate I had won from a school drawing competition years back when I was in school. That piece of paper took me back to a long-forgotten memory, the joy of creating, the freedom of painting and sketching. So the next day I went to an art store, got some supplies, and began painting after work. Hours drifted by, lost in the flow of painting. It was magical. I loved drawing sandy beaches, serene landscapes, just to get my mind off the dark place I was in at the time. Then I asked myself, what exactly was happening here? Why does painting bring me so much peace like nothing else? You see, I had tried many things to numb my pain and ease my sorrows, but only art spoke my soul's language. And that was the beginning of my healing journey through art. In 2021, I sought therapy. It helped, yes, but I wanted to learn more about mental health more deeply. I had no exposure to this space at the time. I was shocked to realize that according to the World Health Organization, 1 in 4 people in the world will experience a mental health condition in their lifetime. In Africa, 85% of people who really need mental health care will never receive it. In Tanzania, 7 million people are living with mental health disorders and substance abuse. Among them, 1.5 million people are currently living with depression. These facts stunned me, surely. But they took me back to school. Mind you, at this time, I already had several degrees, including an MBA. In that University of Hertfordshire, I learned about mental health recovery and social inclusion. During the course of the studying, I learned a recovery model, very interesting one, called CHIME, an abbreviation for connectedness, hope, identity, meaning, and empowerment. Basically, it says art isn't just about beauty. For those of us recovering from mental health conditions, art connects us, art inspires us, gives us hope, meaning into our lives, it shapes our identities, and it empowers us. When I read that, I smiled because it perfectly described my journey, what art had done for me. Painting became a form of art that gave me the strength to live again. In 2022, after completing my studies, I felt a deep calling to share this revelation to the world. The revelation that art was medicine for me. In Swahili, we call it Sanaa ni Dawa. So my cousin and I, we opened an NGO called Healthy Minds Tanzania, advocating for mental health recovery, and our very first program was Sanaa ni Dawa. We gathered psychologists, artists, and young people from the city. Through painting, dance, music, collaborative art, I realized and witnessed something very special. People expressed their emotions, released their pain and stresses in the most magical way. I witnessed Chime in action. As the legendary Nigerian author Chinua Achebe once said, art is the witness to our struggles and the pain, and also a witness to our history. So even if you feel like you're not an artist or you don't have a creative gene, I believe everyone has the innate ability to be creative. So yes, you can sing, you can write a poem, you can dance, yes, you can. All these are art forms, and you can heal through it. Our ancestors understood this long ago, that art heals, way before psychology or psychiatry ever existed. The Makonde carvings were not just for decoration or artistic. They were acts of remembrance, keeping our loved ones close, helping to ease their grief. The war songs of the Hehe and the Ngoni tribes of Tanzania, they were not just songs for battle. They gave courage, encouraging them to be courageous in their war games. And it also gave them identity, and it also gave them emotional release after loss. Today, as we move into technology and AI, let's not forget that the most important tool for connection and healing is human creativity, the one we are all born with. Art has helped me heal, not by just helping me express pain, but art also helped shape my identity and reclaim who I am. You never know. If you start pursuing art, you'll be amazed at what you discover about yourself. So today I invite you to ask yourself these 3 questions. When was the last time you drew, sketched, or sang, or wrote something that you simply could not say? What pain can art help you release? And what expressions of our past can you use today in your daily life just to heal you? These 3 questions open the door for art and healing. So as we create and try to consider this in our daily lives, let us not forget that it's not the art we're creating for entertainment or luxury and whatnot. Let's remember it's the healing that we are awakening, because art truly is medicine. Sanaa ni Dawa. Thank you.